Hey, welcome to Color Up. This video is an addendum video. I made a video, I'm releasing it at the same time, about come bets and why I hate them. Not really, but I explain the advantages and disadvantages of come bet, and then I talk about a converted come bet. So this video is what that's about. I'm going to just roll out a player that makes basically a 3-point molly, a pass line bet and odds, and then 2 come bet with odds versus a player who's going to make a converted come bet, which is basically once a number rolls, he places the equivalent amount as a place bet on the number that just rolls. So again, check out the video, I'll link it up, that shows the advantages and disadvantages, but this is strictly going to be a roll to kind of see the ebbs and flows and how they pay differently and how they look differently. Will this video be the ultimate conclusion of what is better, a place better or a come better? Absolutely not, because it just depends on how the dice roll, the sequence that they roll of what will be better, because they both have their advantages and disadvantages. They are very different bets. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. This will be our come bet player. He'll start out on the pass line. This will be a $10 table. So we'll go ahead and get rolling and see what happens. Here we go, shooter, coming out. 5 is gonna be our point. So I'll mark the 5. Now, we're just gonna do double odds on everything. So we'll do $20 in odds on our 5. And then he's going to make a $10 come bet. Now this player over here, a 5 rolled, so he's going to make a converted come bet and basically make a place bet directly on the 5. So he, like the come bet player, he's letting the dice decide which number he's betting on. And like I talked about in the other video, the big advantage is the 2-to-1 advantage for the come out roll. But do we want the 7 to roll? No, we do not. All right, here we go. Yo, 11. But that is a good number. So that was one advantage for the come player. So he'll just win $10 there and off we go. All right, here we go. 4, easy 4. So our come bet's gonna travel inside the 4. We'll toss the dealer $20 in odds. We'll do double odds. And then our place player, 4 rolled, so he's gonna let the dice decide that he's gonna bet $30 on the 4. Well, that's above the $20 limit, so we'll go ahead and make that a buy bet of $30, pay us a little better. And then our come player is going to make one more $10 come bet. All right, here we go. 3 craps. That's no good for our come bet. So he'll lose that bet, and he'll follow that up with another $10 bet. Here we go. I don't know if I mentioned, but I started with a $300 bankroll. We'll see how far that goes. 4. So this bet would move up to the 4. This bet would move down and get paid. But because there's one coming on, the dealer is just going to pay you next to your bet. So our $20 in odds is going to get paid 40. Our flat bet will get paid 10. So we're going to get paid $50 off and on, the dealer will say. Our $30 buy bet is going to get paid true odds minus a 5% vig. It's going to depend on the casino, whether they're going to round up or down. It's kind of in the middle. So we'll do worst case scenario and they round up. So it'll cost us a $2 vig. So our $30 bet, instead of getting paid 60, we'll get paid 58. Still $8 more than our come better, even with that higher vig. And put these back there. So these bets stay right where they're at, and we'll look for another number. All right, here we go. 8, easy 8. Come bet will travel inside the 8. Again, we'll drop $20 in odds for the 8. And then our converted come bet player will also make a $30 place bet. Now both players have the 4, 5, and 8 covered, and those are the numbers we're looking to roll. They both have the same amount at risk. Yo, 11. 4, easy 4. This is where you'll see some differences. We don't have a come bet, so this bet will come down. It has to come down, and it's going to get paid $50. Our place player, again, is going to get paid 58. So let me go ahead and rack that up. We'll rack up the win over here. Now, if the come better wants a 4, he's got to come back through the come for another number. Or place better, he's already on the 4. Advantage place bet is he can leave it on. He can tell a dealer, you know what? I don't want my money at risk either. I want to turn my bet off. He can turn his bet off. He could lower it, raise it, whatever he wants. All right, so our come better is going to come back through the come, try to get another number. And then our converted come bet player will just follow to whatever number. All right, here we go. 7. So we'll see a little difference here as these bets are going to get swept away. A come bet does win with the 7. But again, we didn't really want the 7 because we lost all these other bets. But we do win here, and our place better, his bet was off. So we can just leave it off or return it. But we didn't lose money on that bet. Puck is going to go off. Let's go ahead and set up for a new come out roll. So $10 on the line. Going to have a new shooter. And here we go. 7, front line winner. There we go. That's when we want to see 7s. All right. So we'll win there. Just rack it up. That's the advantage that place better does not have. 5 point is going to be 5. So we'll mark the 5. Go ahead and do $20 in odds or double odds. And then we'll just use this money here, tell the dealer we want to cover our 5. So we'll get that covered. Our come better. Let's go ahead and get come bet down. Our converted come bet player will wait to see what number rolls, let the dice decide what he's going to bet on. And here we go. 10, easy 10. Come bet's going to travel, toss $20 in odds. And then this player is going to say, let me place the 10. Actually, we'll buy the 10 for 30. Again, I need some change here, so let's change this out. Get $10 coming. And let's see what the next number is. Here we go. 3 craps. That's no good for the come bet, so we'll lose that. Make another come bet. 8 the hard way. Come bet will travel to the 8. Let's do $20 in odds. So let me get you 5 and change and do 20 in odds on the 8. And this player here, he's just going to place the 8 for 30. So it's equivalent bet. Now we're rolling for the 5, 8, and 10. All right, here we go. 6 the hard way, 6 hard. 10 the hard way, there we go. Okay, the dice fixed itself. It was a 10. So again, our place better is going to get paid 58. Our come bet player is going to come down. Odds will pay 40, flat will pay 10, so he'll get paid 50. Both players can rack it up. And come bet player is going to stay in the come to try to get a new number. This player, his 10 is working if he likes, but since we want to kind of make it equivalent, we'll go ahead and turn that bet off. And we'll see where the dice say the next number is. All right, here we go. 9, center field 9. All right, come bet will travel. We'll take care of the odds first. Get double odds. And then we'll just ask the dealer to move our $30 place bet over. I don't know. All right, so here we go. We're shooting for the 5, 8, or 9. Both players in the exact same situation. There's the 6, right in the gap. 12. One of these players does get paid a little bit more. There's the 9, but again, he has a much higher house edge. So if we roll for, theoretically, a long time, come bet player is going to be better off. Over the weekend, how much does the house edge matter? I don't know. I can't give you that answer. Both players have to roll the dice more than probability dictates to win. You're not going to beat the casino by playing a house edge game. They always have an edge. They're always going to beat you unless you can beat them by rolling more than what the dice should roll. All right, our place better is going to get paid 42. Our combat player has got to come down. He gets 30 for the odds, 10 for the flat, or $40. So a little $2 bonus here. Rack that up. Rack up this player. And he's going to leave $10 in the come to find a new number. And our place better, he'll just turn his bet off because he can. And we'll see what happens from there. All right, shooter. Let's see another number. 7. All right, so all of our bets are going to come down. Well, not the off one. That's the mistake I may have made earlier. And then our last come bet gets paid. So he does get a little rebate there and win there. And this player, he's off. We'll just get it returned. Puck will go off because the shooter 7'd out, and we'll have a new shooter. Let's go ahead and give this another go. $10 on the pass line. New shooter coming out. Here we go. 7, front line winner. There we go. Advantage come player. Pass and come. Kind of use them interchangeable. All right, here we go. Still looking for a point. They act the same, just matters if this puck is on or off. 10 is going to be our point. So let's go ahead and get $20 in odds. This player, can I buy the 10, please? For 30. And then our come player will get $10 coming for a new number. Converted come bet player will wait and see what the dice say. Not sure why that says that, but it was a 10, and here we go. 10 right back, point hit. So here we get paid 40 for odds, 10 for the flat, or $50. Our come bet is going to travel to the 10. Our buy bet is going to pay 58. And we can rack that up. And the puck is going to go off because we hit our point. So let's go ahead and rack this. Now here is a little difference again. So come bet, contract bet, that is working. Even if we add odds to it, the odds would follow the puck and be off. We can turn them on if we'd like, but this is a contract bet. We cannot turn it off. A 7, we don't want to roll because we'd lose this bet. This bet, place bet, buy bet, same thing, is off by default. We can ask the dealer to turn it on if we'd like, or we can just leave it as the default with the puck and be off. All right, so we're coming out, but we obviously don't want a 7. We'd win here. We'd lose there for a push. So no harm, no foul, but that's a contract bet. We don't want it to lose. All right, here we go. Same shooter coming out, looking for a new point. 9. 9's going to be our new point. So the puck will go to the 9. Now we have a bet on the 9, so we'll do $20 in odds. We'll go ahead and get the odds for our 10. So $20 in odds for the 10. And this player already has the 10. Let's go ahead and get the 9 for him. And let's go ahead and get $10 coming. And let's see what happens. Here we go. We're looking for 9 or 10. Really any number will do. 5. Because now we have a new number. All right, the come bet's going to travel to the 5. We'll toss in this and ask the dealer, we want $20 in odds. Sure, $5 in change, 20 in odds. This player here will match the bet, $30 place bet. Now we're shooting for the 5, 9, or 10. 6 the hard way, 6 hard. 5, there it is. So 30 is going to pay 42. Our come bet player's got to come down because he doesn't have a new come bet coming on, and he is going to get paid $40. So let's rack that up. Let's rack this up. And we'll turn this bet off for a place better. And we'll wait for a new number. All right, shooter, here we go. 7. So we'll go ahead and end it there. So this will lose. These bets will lose. This bet was off, so it'll get returned to us. And the come bet will actually win. Racked it up, and the puck is going to go off. So I'll go ahead and tally these up. It should be pretty similar. Really, the only differences is when you win or lose on that pass line or the come bet, right, on that first come out roll. The only other difference is the place bet or converted come bet player was getting paid slightly more when he rolled some numbers. So again, house edge wise, over time you're going to lose money, less money by being a come better. But this player, you know, I don't know, it looks like just visually he did do a little better. Again, this is not evidence one way or the other. I will not mislead you. Mathematically, this is a better bet based off the long-term math. That's undisputed. The only argument I have is how often do we really face the long-term math? All right, so let's go ahead. 1, 2, 300. So there's our buy-in. So we're going to have some profit here of 100, 120, 125, 150, 175, 176. So 476 total. And our player, our come bet player, is 1, 2, 300. He also has a profit of 75, 100, 125, 135, 140. So 440, 420, 35, 36. So there we go, a slight winner by a couple bucks. So not only did it have the lower house edge because of those couple wins on the pass line and those final 7-out rebates, it actually came out ahead a little bit, even though the place player was getting paid a little better on each of the numbers. So again, that just depends on how the dice rolls. If I did this 9 times out of 10, you might have the place better winning a couple times, the come better. It's going to go back and forth. Mathematically, long term, you're going to be better off as a come better. If you like the options of turning your bets on and off or reducing, you might want to be a place better. Or in this video example, a converted come bet player. So whether you like the come bet, you hate the come bet, however you like to play, good luck on coloring up.